Hello brothers and sisters, this is Sir Eisenstein, Captain of the Iron Hands. Today we'll be looking into the cheesiest deck ever in the current meta, thanks to this card that has been recently added to this game, Khorne's Favour. Now, I would like to apologize that I haven't uploaded videos recently. I had a lot going on in the real life, so my schedule has been bit delayed, but hopefully this won't be the case anymore. And when I discovered this card, the Khorne's Favour, was on the shop that day, and I had quite a bit of success with it. I believe by now most people will be aware of its effect, and a potential nerf might be coming to it. Now, when I first saw this card, I thought it's not going to be that good. Being bluntly honest, reason behind it is it's 6 energy, gives you Warlord plus 4, damage. I thought, your Kharn and etc. is going to be good, but then there is a better card in the game, which is good but wasn't troublesome, and that is, if you go to the Night Houses, at 4 energy, the House Maccabeus. It has the exact same effect. Your Warlord gains plus 4 attack until your next turn. Not next attack, not your current turn, until next turn. Not only that, but it's 4 energy instead of 6, so much cheaper, can be played much earlier, much more effectively. You can play 2 of them in the same turn at 8 energy. And on top of that, you also draw a card which is 1 energy cost in terms of its value on its own. And it's not legendary, which means easy to access, cheaper to buy, and during a match you can play 2 of them instead of 1. So that was where I was coming from, until I start playing some of these cheese decks. I will show 2 matches back to back with the Garro, just to show it to you what this deck can do. Other warlords that I tried and had success is Lord Cyper, just to show you the deck. It's pretty much a similar stuff. Other than that, this is bread and butter for Kharn at the moment. Another deck, again, these are highly customizable. Just go with your current favorite attacking deck and put this card on it. Curse is one of the other warlords that this might work. It's just a fairly good card for face bashing warlords, and it's in my opinion it's even worse than the desperate defenses, as you don't even need a single brain cell to make it work. All you need is get this card, and that's pretty much it. Now, without further ado, let's crack on to the match. So what you want to do, actually replace all of your cards and go with the trying to find
I am a legion
Khorne's favorite. Command Bridge is the pretty much only other legendary you will need, just to make it a little bit easier to pull that card. And all the others is just non-essential cards. You need bunch of heal, bunch of troops that is 0 energy cost, and that's it. You don't actually need anything else. And this was one of my first matches, so making a bit of mistake in some instances. But do you remember, Perturabo has been the highest, one of the highest winning and the most popular warlord in High Terra, also quite a bit of success in Low Terra as well. And it's been known to burst out quite quickly, and remember, the 13 damage is the magic number for it. As soon as 13 damage, you have 13 HP or less, and it has its ability ready, that's pretty much it. With a 5 energy ultimate legendary card, it's going to burst you down. So idea behind it is I'm just healing myself as much as I can, so I will stay in the game. So I got a bit lucky and I pulled the Khorne's Favour at 5 energy, so right on time to play at 6. Again, bit more lucky as well. I pulled out the Contrador with the Jubak. One of the other useful cards will be the Unified Vessels, because it draws troops that cost 2 or less. And since you're gonna have abundance of fleeing populace, it just so good. You just pull quite a bit of them at 3 energy. Is definitely worth it. again, healing is quite important. You're going to be facing your Kharns, your Unknowns as well, which will be dealing quite a bit of damage to you. Now, the Captain Yu-Gi-Oh is not the most essential card, but it helps a lot. But do take the Phi Alphas, as they do remove stun. If you don't have the Phi Alphas, there's 2 energy heal that remove stun as well. But you want to limit the amount of tactics you put to this deck. Reason behind it is, with the command bridge, if you have the command bridge, you want to maximize your chances of pulling the Khorne's Favour if you don't have it on your hand already. Kai Zulane is also not really working for this deck. It might be better to replace it with just a 0 energy card. But you're going to see how stupid this deck can be. It's turn 8 now. Perturabo is almost full HP. It's been dealing damage to me. Although a bit slow, he's still in good condition. But then this happens. Every single one of these 0 energy is equals to 6 attack, 6 damage, because every time you put through with the Garro, it gets to act again. And even if you don't have enough HP, you took a bit too much, I still have 2 energy, so I can just put one of them, heal up, and then with the next one, keep going. And from 33 HP, it's this easy to burst down your opponent. Now, it's a bit gimmicky, as you do need that card, and also you can get burst down quite quickly. But in the second game, which happens to be against Perturabo, I will show you that even without the 6 energy legendary, you can still win. Just to show really quick. So again, replace all the cards until you get the Khorne's Favour, and I'm giving spoilers. This game I will not get that card, and I do like to show Perturabo specifically because it's one of the fastest burst warlords in the game, except for the Kharn. Again, I could have attacked them, but trying to be reserved as much as possible. I don't have the card I'm looking for in my hand, so I want to survive. I know he can deal enormous amounts of damage, and my warlord only has 30 HP to start with, so he's already 10 HP ahead at the start of the game. The reason I don't like the Kaiser in this deck, and it's probably personal to me, is every time I have this guy, I try to use his ability as much as I can. Now, there's nothing wrong with it, but there comes a time that your hand is getting full, or it's messing up with the combo you've been planning to. It's a very good card, but at the same time, it also messes with your playstyle if you're not careful. It's a very bad habit card. Now, compared to the first game, this Perturabo is a lot more aggressive, as you can see. I could have stunned him as well, but doesn't really matter in a sense that he's gonna use his ability next turn anyway. So trying to maximize my energy here, my healing, as much as I can. Now, I am in the danger zone. I am 12 HP. I just lost my Kai as well. And I still don't have the card I'm looking for. Now, a good rule of thumb is he's going to use his ability, and the next turn with the sieges ready, he will finish me. So I have 2 turns to finish it, but thanks to this stun, I will try to delay it 1 more turn. Now he could have, of course, the Phi Alphas to remove the stun, but still, something to delay as much as we can. Now 10 HP versus 25. He doesn't even need his ability anymore. Now I have a good number of 0 energy troops. It doesn't really matter if I have all of them. Do remember, each one is 6 plus the 6 you can attack early on. So if I were to get it, I will need a few of them, but not all. So I'm trying to utilize as much as I can to heal. Now his ability is ready, 16 HP, and I'm only 10. But thanks to the heals in the Death Guard deck and the Garro's ability, you can actually pull these cheesy stunts. And bear in mind, the Perturber haven't done anything wrong. Maybe he didn't get the luckiest of the cards, but he had a very solid round. And all we did was heal, 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 and then face bash the guy until he died. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just before I finish as well, showing deck 1 last time, the main aspect of this deck is get the Khorne's Favour. I hope when it was on the shop last week you did purchase it, because it is quite effective with a good amount of warlords at the moment. I'm not playing ladder that much this season, as I said, quite busy, but I'm sure it's been dominating, or at least very good win rate on the high tiers as well. Other than this card, you will need lots of 0 energy troops. It doesn't matter which one you put. I just put random ones. To be honest, this is probably one of the worst ones you can put, because it gets, you know, just in case you use it for healing earlier on, your opponent might kill it and get a free card. You will need that. You will need card draws, and you will need heals. So defensive maneuvers, although it's good, you can draw a few cards. Your Lectio Divinatus does exactly the same thing. The Zagat veterans can be quite good to delay the early game a bit. Again, nothing except for this card is mandatory for this deck. This 0 energy cards, bit of drilling sites for the energy, and healing. That's it. And if you have the command bridge on top of it, just to make pulling this card a bit easier, cherry on top of the cake. Well, thanks again guys for watching me. Hope you enjoyed the video and find it useful. Let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below, and I really appreciate if you drop a like and subscribe to my channel, as your support means a lot to me. Stay safe, and the Emperor protects.